So guys, in this video I'm going to share two pieces of very good advice that I wish someone would have given me a year ago. It would have made things for sure a lot smoother and it would have made my success a lot faster. There's going to be two bits of advice. First one is a mindset one, but second one is more specifically organic dropshipping one. Before I talk about the first advice, if you don't know, let me establish this, that your product is 90% of your success in organic dropshipping. So that's where your effort should go most to. My point is though, the more value you're going to be able to provide to people in organic, the more money you're going to make. Most people focus only on virality, products that are going viral, products that look good from outside, but once you go in, you know they don't convert. And when I tell some beginners like this product doesn't convert, this converts, they think it's some black magic shit. They think, wow, how do you know this? Bro, you're an expert, whatever. But it really is so simple for you to understand that when you look at a product, just ask yourself this question: does this provide any sort of value to anybody? Of course, now we got other criteria. You can check out my previous videos, I talk about them. But this advice is basically reframing your mind. First, when you see a product, don't think about how much money am I going to make with this, how much money I can make with this in the future, because that's the wrong mindset. That puts you, first of all, in scarcity mindset. But second of all, when you do shit like that, you chase quick cash and you only run products just because you think it's going to make you some money, and your work quality will go down as well, and you're gonna end up running the worst products ever just because you saw somebody going wild with them, or you saw somebody even making money with them. Because in this game, it's not really about making money in 1 month, because anybody can do that. I can teach any moron to make 5-10K a month, but the hard part is doing it consistently, actually building your shit into a brand. That's where the game gets difficult. That's where the real game begins. So for that longevity, I'm telling you, start when you see a product, when you're doing a product research. Don't think about money. Act like this is some job that you were appointed to. Act like it's a 9 to 5 and your job is to just analyze and find the best ever products that are going to provide the most value to people. Now, my second point is more specific, but it's tied to this. For you to understand what kind of value it provides, you kind of know the niche you're selling it to, because it's meaningless if you're providing value, but the niche you're selling to is not really a passionate niche, so they don't really care about your brand in specific, or they're a niche with not a lot of cash in it. So no matter how good the job you're doing is, they're just not going to spend any money. To avoid doing that, focus on the niches. Riches are in the niches. There's a saying that goes like that, and that's 100% true. I can guarantee you that's 100% true in organic dropshipping. So this is the second question you're going to ask yourself when you see a new product. What niche is this? First of all, when you start doing all of these, asking yourself the right questions, does this provide value? Which niche does it belong to? It reframes your mind. This is a way of training your nervous system. So this way, after a while, this shit is going to become subconscious. This is how, when I look at a product, I can automatically tell, oh yeah, this converts, this doesn't, without even doing a test order. This is the way you're going to train your brain. Now, why are niches important? Because you're going to see that in some niches, some specific small niches, you're going to make more money than if you were to go 10 times viral in a broader general niche, because of two factors. Because when you're speaking to a niche, especially if it's a passionate niche, the brand feeling is there. It's 10 times easier to do, and also it's 10 times easier to, let's say, I'm going to give you a very broad example. This is not a good niche. I'm just giving it as an example for you to understand. Let's say you're a Star Wars guy. Your whole room is fucking full of Star Wars shit. Is it really out of question for you to buy something else, Star Wars? Like, do we really have to provide you that much value for you to buy that? So what I'm trying to explain here is, when you have a niche that is already passionate, the value providing part becomes 10 times easier. The combination of these two is deadly. You're going to convert like a killer. And if you think for some reason that some niches are so too small, I'm not gonna make any money with them, and they're gonna cap out because this is a beginner mindset, you're completely wrong. If you knew how much online money is being spent in, even like I'm just even gonna take this beyond one step forward, not just in US, even if you were to run a small niche product in a country like Germany or France, the limit of money you're gonna make is just so fucking high that you're gonna understand like you're actually chasing the pennies when you're going for the big products, because it's 10 times easier to really understand the niche and kill the competition there and dominate that niche and know how to provide value to them than just doing some general shit. Because when you're selling general shit, it's not, you can't really hit people in their hearts, if you know what I mean. If you can't really provide them with much value in that sense, so it becomes much broader. And what happens is, I can tell you, like, even if you do go viral, people see your product and they don't really associate you as the brand, and they just go on Amazon or whatever, they buy it from there, because you're not really creating that community vibe, if you know what I mean. So these two factors are going to be the deadly game changers in your organic dropshipping game. I wish somebody would have told me these a year ago. It would have made things 10 times easier. And overall, let me be the guy to tell you this now. If you start applying these now in your organic dropshipping journey, you're going to thank me later, because you're going to build the actual long-term brands that have repeat customer bases, that have actual bonds with their customers. I just want to add one last thing to, if this wasn't clearly understood. The reason why 90% of people just buy every single iPhone released, even though they're shit, even though they're the same product, is because of that feeling of familiarity. Now, if you think you can't do this with organic, the way you're gonna do it is you're gonna introduce one product, and let's say it went viral, you made a shit ton of money. Most people say after a few months, your sales drop to zero with organic, and that's true if you don't do what I'm gonna say. Then, if you have a very good branding and very good customer base, what you're gonna do is just introduce a very similar new product, and boom, that's like that's a game changer right there. Then after that, your sales are gonna be like day one, and if you keep replicating this over time, you don't even have to run ads, you don't have to do anything. Fully organically, your brand is going to have a very good, consistent income.